to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. Then I got rich and deep down. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue girl. 220, don't hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pills. I used to want to
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Eric Gray to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Motion man is Hyatt. Throwing right away is Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On first and 10 here. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
18 yards. It's now third down.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
They'll go, and here's Dart. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
That's good for a New York Giant.
Here's Dart. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10 at the 20.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another New York Giants.
Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
And a shotgun. It's Dart. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
To kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. Hewitt forward for maybe a yard. Abdul Carter there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Hampton. Big opening up the middle. And he will score! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, here's Tracy. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Shotgun now for Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. To throw is Herbert. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0s on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A 1-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Back 80. Black. Kill. Step.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Chargers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert to the air again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Now Herbert again. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Vlad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This a 31-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
That's good for a New York Giant.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro, there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dark. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. And that is incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Left side, catch made by McConkey. Third down, they need 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll be forced outright. Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. From the 25, here's second down and 3. Throwing is Dart. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing, Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. To the air once more is Dart. That is caught. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Will line up for the
Throwing again. Dart in trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That one complete to McConkey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Will Disley, the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll go with Hampton. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Throwing, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. And he's into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Los Angeles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Oh, no good. He missed it. That might be a big miss here in a one-score game in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. On first down, Dart. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. Open man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Chargers have it. Into space. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Los Angeles.
And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Ray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dart. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. The throw is Dart. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On play action, it is Dart. the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A 6-yard.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Harris. Finding room to the 20. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down. On the ground, Hampton. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Another run here with Hampton. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Ray going to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Gun, here comes Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
19, Tiger, 19.
On 2nd down, Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this, but they're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up.